Morning, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. What's going on, Roger? How you doing? What is going on, Brandon? How you doing? Rick? Hope everyone's doing well. Wait one more minute for everyone to get in here. All right. So let's get started. What's going on, Tracy? Ready to bank? Absolutely. So, all right, I posted this SPY chart yesterday. This is the inverse of a SPY chart, right? It's all flipped upside down, right? And why do I like to do this? It helps me get a different perspective, right? A lot of times, most people are going to be biased for the stock to move to the upside, right? And it happens to all of us, right? It happens to me all the time, right? So what I like to do to keep a neutral bias is I'll flip the chart upside down. So that way, anything that technically is going to the downside, it looks like it's going to the upside. And it kind of helps, give a new perspective, right? Because this looks great. And I would take, if this was the regular chart, I would take calls every time here for a move up to the upside. But this is the regular chart, right? And it looks totally different. All right, so now this is the inverse. And it looks good. Definitely looks good. Tired. Let's see what's VIX doing. Let's do the regular version for VIX. So VIX, right, bounced right off of that 2350 line. Right, we broke below it, we created a higher low, and now we're back up here. So game plan for SPY. I still have one put. I swung one put. Did anyone swing these with me? I don't know what they're going to open up, but it should be a decent amount. I mean, we're down 1.7% here in pre-market. I have 388 puts, so it should be interesting. Hopefully someone at least swung it with me. QQQ, let's take a look. All right, bounced off these trend lines perfectly. Held this previous resistance, previous support very well. We're out of buying power, all good. There will be plenty of opportunity to go. What's going on, Genuine? All right, let's see what we got. So regarding setups for today, SPY puts, definitely keeping an eye on. I have this level drawn out here at 384.32. Let's see why. Let's see why, right? So we have, right, this previous support, previous resistance. We bounced a few times within here, right? And then we bounced off of it here a few times as well, right? Again, this is the inverse chart. So make sure if you ever have any questions on whether I'm looking at the inverse or not, look at the numbers, right? The numbers are upside down. And then we, bounced off this level a few times as well. So 384.30 or 32, it doesn't have to be too exact. Breaks, we're going to push up to this high here of 380 or low of 380. Okay. Levels below or technically above 387.26. Right. This level here was the major level. Oh, wait. So let me go over the play yesterday that I was looking at, actually. So 38.85, massive level, right? Previous resistance, or let me flip this upside down to make more sense. right? Look how many times this 38.85 level bounced, right? Previous support, acted as resistance, acted as resistance, right? Acted as support. Then again, over here, acted as support, acted as resistance, acted as resistance, acted as support, acted as support. All right, we come over here, right? We acted as support, we acted as support. Right, so this is where I took the puts, I believe, somewhere right over here, right? And I wanted to see a 38.85 breakdown right to 38.50, right? So I was looking for, you know, a 30 to 40 point move down here. We got the potential breakdown, but it was a little fake out before that break to the upside. We also kind of have this cup, and then we, you know, strong move at the end of the day. You know, it is what it is. The risk to reward was there, and that's that. That's why I took that play. VIX moving up. Okay, so SPY went over. Qs. Let's take a look at some setups here. Let's flip the charts upside down. Let's redo this chart. This chart's a little messy here. So Tesla. What I'm going to do is, right, we look for the common levels across the board. The higher the time frame, the more accurate your main levels are going to be, right? So previous resistance, right? This resistance here. Then we kind of created this level here, right? Then we got the main ones. This resistance acted as a double bottom a few times within there. Not my favorite setup, right? There's really no, I'm looking for a flag or something. Let's go to Apple. Apple looks pretty decent, honestly, right? This is the inverse, right? But we're creating lower highs and higher lows, right? Now we're consolidating within here, right? It looked like Apple was going to break to 156, right? We're creating this flag here. If I inverse this to the normal side, right? We have a little flag here. Right, we have like a little box. I love this consolidation here. Looks like we might break down and enter this range again. But again, right, Apple had a triple top, previous resistance, previous resistance, previous resistance, lower highs, higher lows, right? Couldn't quite get over that 153 level, or 153.4 now. Need to keep an eye on it. I just went over why the inverse, but to sum it up, just to get a different perspective. Right? Perspective is pretty much everything. You don't want to have just one bias, right? Most people are just bullish always. So it's good to flip the chart around. And I don't think anyone ever does that. I think I'm like the first one to do that, honestly. But it really, really helps. Inverse is just Alt-I or Option-I, depending on if you're on Mac or Windows. Windows, Alt-I. But Apple, I think, can see a move back down to 147 if we break below 150. Right, pretty significant level across the board here at 147. So Apple, I'll move up to the top here for now, because it's a good setup and it's the first one I've looked at. Tesla is not that good. Let's see, AMD. I kind of created this double bottom here. Go back to the regular chart. If everyone could drop a like on the video in the meantime, I would appreciate it. Yeah, the inverse is great. I really do like the inverse. Okay, let's see what we got here. Advanced money, a duplicator. So, resistance, right, rejected again, right? So we could just use this level here, 87.8. If this breaks, we should see a push up to that 88.94. Everything is down huge. What's going on, Hank? Good morning. Challenge account is at 21. What is it at? So 2136. I've been on an absolute roll. Keep it up. Keep up the momentum here. I don't really like this to the downside. All right, I'm looking for a clear entry. I mean, we could take puts below 85.77, right, and aim for this zone here, right back where the entry point was, right? And the entry point I'm talking about for the calls, right? If someone was going to take calls, right, it broke this resistance, consolidated below, created this little flag here, and then it broke out, right? So this low, if it gets taken out, it's going to move back down to that previous entry zone. Okay. Let's see what else we got. So AMD Square. Square did look good, but not really anymore. Right now we have this triple resistance here, along with a triple top across this red line. Now we're opening down below this previous double bottom. Back in this range here. Not really a fan. I'll set an alert here, I guess. NVIDIA. Right, so take a look at NVIDIA. This rising wedge is still working out perfect. Previous support, rejected once it broke down, and then it rejected again here. Right, also across the board, look where it rejected horizontally. Right, previous resistance, acted as resistance again. Right, so if this low gets taken out, we're probably going to see a trigger of events and break down 235, 234, then we have a tiny gap to fill. Right, so Netflix actually looks pretty decent. There's a lot of resistance above. Don't think it breaks above. I'll move that to the top of the list. Right, so now Apple, we're keeping an eye on, and NVIDIA, right? Market's weak. Let's make sure we're following the trend, right? We're still not in an uptrend. Let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Meta saw a huge push yesterday due to layoffs, and now they're sitting above this previous double top. Not really my favorite setup. We can find better. Let's see, Microsoft. Yeah, there's really like not much here. It's weird price action going on. Delete this trend line. Kind of have its triple top here. Let's move this up to this high here. All right, triple top. Not really a fan. Netflix, just right, getting killed. Don't play counter trend unless you're experienced, you're scalping, or it shows signs of a reversal. Right, this is in a clear downtrend overall. Right, until it breaks this high, this little flag that we have here. Yes, we have a little falling wedge, but we're in an overall downtrend, right? So since we're in an overall downtrend and we have a bullish pattern here, right? Little bullish pattern, falling wedge, right? Flag, wedge. What I would look to do, right, if it does pop to the upside, is I would short the resistance above. It's as simple as that, right? Next resistance above would be this zone here, right? Previous resistance, acted as support, resistance, support, support, all right? 305. So if the 299 hits, right, and that rejects, puts work, and then if that breaks 305. Okay. BABA, again, downside. Look at the overall trend. Every single time it looks to, potentially break out, it rejects. Not something I'm touching. Amazon did look very good. Right, we had this resistance, looked like it was going to break out and push to 96.5, but now we're back in within this consolidation zone. Not really touching it. Lucid is dead. Coin, I don't really like playing coin, as you guys know. Bitcoin, whatever, I don't really care. Google, delete this now. That's old. I mean, Google's kind of creating these higher lows here, right? Higher lows, lower highs. Looks pretty decent, honestly, but I just really don't like playing Google. Contracts are very weird. Right, I'd rather play something else where contracts move better. But the setup's pretty decent, honestly. Sign alert here. I'm really not going to play this though. Like, I don't like playing Google. And that's really it. That's really everything I'm looking at. So there's really not too many good setups. I'll keep an eye on Apple. I'll keep an eye on NVIDIA. What else did I say? AMD looks decent, I guess. If this breaks, we could take puts and, look for a move to the downside. Qs is, in a huge choppy range. Maybe we'll see something intraday. SPY, definitely keeping an eye on SPY, right? Clean setup. Boeing. Wait, it's funny you mentioned Boeing. You just like triggered like a thought. I'm pretty sure I had a dream about me trading Boeing last night. This is what happens when you trade every day. I start dreaming about trading. Oh my god. I just had like a flashback. That's so sad. I had a dream last night about trading Boeing. Anyone ever do that? Have a dream about trading? I had a massive win on Boeing. So maybe we trade Boeing today. Maybe it's a sign. Clear double bottom here. Right, previous support. Kind of broke this downtrend. Right, on the smaller time frames, moved up, rejected. Now we're back in within this range. There's really no setup though. Why don't I look at extended hours, particularly pre-market? So when I'm just looking for the main levels, market hours is really all I care about. It's where all the volume is. But if you're looking for, pre-market levels for, little scalps and day trades, fine. But, there's really no volume pre-market, so it doesn't really matter. You had a dream on JD being up massive. That's so funny. It really is funny. Oh boy. VIX is at 28 pretty much. You're very welcome. Yeah, let's take a look at SPY pre-market. See what it's doing. All right, SPY, the levels will typically work. Right, I have this 3432 level holding, and we have a triple bottom there, right? So if these lows get taken out, we're most likely going to push down. All right, so below that 384.32, we could take puts. Even if we see a move up to 387 here, right? This would be a great short opportunity, right? I've really been liking, playing the the reversals, right? So we see a move here, we play the rejection, right? Yesterday I played puts off this 393.56 level. Everyone thought I was nuts, right? Everyone was like, the market's so strong, why are you taking puts? Well, it's all based on risk to reward. I don't really care. You know, if there's a solid play with a good risk to reward, I'm taking it, right? We had a huge level here at 393.5. Multiple times we bounced, right? I didn't think we were going to break over it, and we didn't, and puts ended up paying. I've also been trading for like 10 years now, every single day, day trading. So it's just like engraved in my head. I'll be like walking so like I'll be walking down the street and I'll see like a graph. I'll be like, oh, tradable. Or a line. Or a line, like a crack in the sidewalk. A crack in the sidewalk that looks like a falling wedge. Nope, indicators are useless. The only thing an indicator is doing is clouding your judgment. But then again, that is my opinion. Everyone has a different strategy. There's hundreds of different ways to make money in the market, right? My way is not the best way. It's the best way for me. It may not be the best way for you. So if someone's out there telling you they have the strategy that's best, do not listen to them. That is complete BS. That is complete BS. There's hundreds of different strategies. You know, everyone has a different personality. Everyone thinks different. So find a way that works best for you and put some time into it. Yeah, that's really all I'm looking at today. So if everyone could drop a like on the video, I would appreciate it. I'm really excited for everyone to see the product I've been working on. Any moves, I think I'm going to make it open. I'm going to be just watching SPY here, right? I kind of want to see a move to 387 and play puts off this 387, right? Big level here. Huge level, actually, right? Previous resistance. Let's see over here, right? A little bit, but previous resistance, double bottom here, acted as support yesterday. Right, it's that 385 level, I believe. Yeah, so we're opening below. So I think we're going to move down today. But I want to see a rejection there, and I'll take puts on the challenge account. But I'm really excited for everyone to see what I've been working on. It's going to help massively see everything. It's a tool, not for trading. It could be used for anything Discord related. It's going to be huge. Very, very excited. So I'm not going to show you what it is yet, but just wanted to tease it. With that being said, 5 minutes to market open. Let's switch over to the Discord and catch up with the other analysts and see what's going on. Appreciate all of you stopping by as always. I will see you guys in the Discord.